Sri A. Navaneethakrishnan.
Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. I thank Honorable Amma. This bill, the Enforcement of Security Interests and Recovery of Debt Laws and Miscellaneous Provisions Amendment Bill 2016, it has made very good provisions to recover the debt. But I would like to draw the kind attention of the Honorable Finance Minister and the Central Government, subject to correction, this Act, popularly known as Surface Act, is made applicable to all loans which are secured. They have defined what is secured debt and what is secured creditor. So secured debt and the secured creditor, the definition playing a vital role. And I want to raise one doubt also with regard to death of a student by name Lenin in Tamil Nadu. That is, he has committed suicide. That is why I am raising this issue. Now, as per the details available in the newspapers, he has borrowed a sum of rupees 1,90,000, which is an educational loan. And even as for the bank, he has to pay with interest a sum of rupees 2,40,000 rupees. But this loan was assigned to ARC. They call it Asset Reconstruction Company, Reliance ARC, and the loan was obtained from SBI, State Bank of India. My humble submission would be, definitely he is a very poor student. He could not have given any property as security for the loan he has availed, because the amount which he has availed also 1,90,000 only. So without any security, the loan could have been disbursed to that student. But the loan was assigned to the Asset Reconstruction Company, and they have taken coercive steps, and they have threatened the student that your educational certificates will be seized. It will not be given to him. That is why he has committed the suicide. My humble submission would be, without being a secured debt, how it came to be assigned to a ARC, Asset Reconstruction Company, Reliance Company, and also further, my search in the internet reveals that the NPAs, non-performing assets, were sold for 45% of the outstanding amount. So the bank is not collecting the entire amount from the Asset Reconstruction Company. They are collecting only a certain portion of the loan amount. They are not collecting the entire loan amount. So while the ARC is making a partial payment and forcing the defaulter to make the payment by adopting coercive methods, I think it is not fair. It is not a fair procedure. And also the State Bank of India, which is definitely a state as per the definition of Article 12 of the Constitution. So its actions cannot be arbitrary, unreasonable. The loan might have been disbursed by the bank to the student. He might have committed default. Nothing wrong in it. He is not able to secure the employment. And whereas the very big defaulters are run away from the nation, that is a different story. So my humble submission would be, without being a secured debt, how it came to be assigned to the Reliance ARC, Asset Reconstruction Company, and because of the unreasonable, arbitrary, coercive steps taken to collect the amount, he was made to he committed suicide. So my humble submission would be to the central government, the Surface Act cannot be made applicable to all kinds of loans. There must be some threshold limit. If the loan exceeds 1 crore, then the Surface Act can be made applicable. What is the specialty in Surface Act? without intervention of the judicial process, the property can be taken possession and it can be sold. So that is the main object of the SARFAESI Act. So that kind of harsh action need not be made applicable to the small loans, that is below 1 crore. And also, the SARFAESI Act cannot be made applicable to educational loans as well as to small medium enterprises loans. So you must limit this application of the SARFAESI Act depending upon the quantum of the loan or the quantum of the amount default committed by the borrower. So, depending upon the quantum of the amount which is in default, then only the SARFAESI Act must be made applicable. Otherwise, you are treating the unequals equally. A small borrower cannot be equated with a very big borrower, because of course it is correct, secured creditor, secured debt, mortgaging the immovable property or pledging the movable properties, all are very nice principles. And you have created a registry. Good, nothing wrong in it. But that the educational loan and the small medium enterprises loan cannot be equated with very big companies which have availed very huge amount as loan from the banks. So, the State Bank of India, being a state, as per Article 12 of the Constitution, its loan given to a student cannot be assigned to ARC, Asset Reconstruction Company. I think it is per se illegal. What had happened to a small boy? Because he felt that he is not able to repay the amount, because everybody feels that once money is borrowed, it must be repaid. But in this matter, the boy was made to commit suicide because of the coercive, unreasonable, mindless action on the part of the bank. Why I am repeating it is, the government, the central government must bring an amendment that SARFAESI Act will not be made applicable to educational loans and also small medium enterprises loans. And they must fix the quantum. If suppose the default exceeds 1 crore, then SARFAESI Act can be made applicable. So small borrowers cannot be brought within the purview of the SARFAESI Act.
So, you have made a very good point. Please conclude now.
I am deeply obliged to the Vice Chairman, Honorable Vice Chairman. So, and also the NPA concept, non-performing asset concept, should not be made applicable to educational loans, agricultural loans, and also loans given to the small medium enterprises. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.